The following contest is a special referee match. It is for the WWE Women's World Championship.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the biggest party of the summer, the biggest event of the summer, SummerSlam.
Please welcome the special referee for this match, Thea.
Kicking the night off with the Women's World Championship, Liv Morgan, the Women's World Champion, taking on the Queen of the Ring, who earned this opportunity by defeating Jade Parker in the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. Earning this opportunity here at SummerSlam to compete for the Women's World Championship against Liv Morgan. And, I mean, since then, a lot has happened between these two women. And Thea Hale right in the middle, putting herself in the middle of it, becoming the special guest referee for this matchup. Liv Morgan, as duly noted, has Io Sky's number. Can Io Sky finally overcome Liv Morgan, get her first ever one-on-one victory against the Women's World Champion? Or will she fall victim yet again to oblivion as she has these past few weeks? As Liv Morgan has gotten Io's number week after week, except for last Monday. Io Sky catching Liv Morgan, seeing an attack coming, trying to attack Io from behind. But Io Sky, I mean, her eye is on the prize. Obviously, Thea Hale, you have to wonder what part she will play in this matchup. I mean, to be honest, Liv Morgan has to worry about that as well. It's not like Thea Hale is choosing sides here. Thea Hale has one goal and one goal only, and that is to become Women's World Champion yet again. She has no care in the world as to what woman comes out as champion, whether it be Io Sky, the genius of the sky, whether it be Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan, obviously, with winning the championship at King and Queen of the Ring against Thea Hale, going on to successfully defend it against Jordan Grayson, Thea Hale in a triple threat match at Money in the Bank. And now going it alone here is, I mean, Raquel Rodriguez has her Intercontinental Championship match to focus on later tonight between Jade, Cargill, Kelani, Jordan, and the Intercontinental Champion herself, Roxanne Perez. Let's see what Liv Morgan is made of here in Los Angeles, California. It's not like Liv Morgan is a slouch. We can't talk about her as if she needs assistance. We're talking about a former Women's Tag Team Champion, a former Women's WWE Champion, a former Women's World Champion, and now the current Women's World Champion, a two-time Women's World Champion. And I mean, Io Sky, Queen of the Ring, WWE Champion, Women's World Champion, Tag Team Champion, NXT Champion, NXT Women's Tag Team Champion, Money in the Bank holder. She has done it all here in this business, here in the WWE. And she is looking to climb the mountain yet again and recapture the Women's World Championship. And this is what it is all about, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest prize in the women's division And now we send it down to Alicia Taylor for the championship introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Tokyo, Japan, Io Sky. And her opponent from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, the WWE Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan.
This Los Angeles crowd firmly behind the genius of the Sky to the surprise of no one. Io Sky, fan favorite here amongst the WWE Universe. Especially when you go up against the likes of Liv Morgan, who has been as despicable as ever in these recent weeks since arriving on Monday Night Raw. But the hell, holding up that Women's World Championship, which will be on the line. Special guest referee Io Sky, Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. The hell is the referee. Let's get it on. Liv down forever. That crowd. Oh, already. The hell taking a bump. And Liv Morgan, Io Sky getting out of it. Big drop kick planting Liv Morgan early on here in this matchup. The hell already down and out here in this match as Io Sky running Liv Morgan into Thea Hale, knocking Thea Hale out. I mean, all rules go out the window. I mean, to be honest, who knows if Thea Hale will even enforce the rules in the first place, but Liv Morgan able to find her way back into this match and perch up on the top rope, high risk maneuver. Usually it's Io Sky going up top. And Io Sky seeing that come with the missile drop kick, high risk maneuver, not paying off there for Liv Morgan. Irish whip off the ropes. Io Sky with a flapjack in return, going for the cover. And Thea Hale right in a position there to make the count. 1. Ooh, 1.9. Thea Hale a little slow to get into position there, but I mean, a good enough count. The cadence was okay. As Io Sky hits a code breaker, now sizing up Liv Morgan, looking for a high-risk maneuver, her springboard drop kick. Can she get it? She got it. High-risk maneuver pays off for Io Sky. And you have to wonder, you have to dig deep into the mind of Io Sky, wondering if what Liv Morgan said on Monday, Liv Morgan having Io Sky's number, as Liv Morgan goes for the cover here. Thea Hale right in position. 1.9 count there for Liv Morgan. You have to wonder if Liv Morgan got into the head of Io Sky. Io thinking, maybe I can't beat Liv Morgan. Maybe Liv Morgan does have my number. Maybe tonight here at SummerSlam in Los Angeles, California, it's not my time. But I mean, as Io hits a big German, so far so good here for Io Sky. Maybe those thoughts aren't seeping into our head. I mean, on the attack, having full control of this matchup early on here. Liv Morgan not being able to get out of the gate. We saw a couple of maneuvers from Liv, but other than that, it's been all Io as she counters, hits a big step-up kick, combination of strikes, and another German suplex for Io Sky. As she goes up on the apron, going up to the top, maybe looking for the moonsault early on here. Oh no, Liv Morgan getting up to her feet, maybe sensing danger there, looking for a dropkick missile style, but Liv Morgan able to counter. Both women going for a missile dropkick from the top. And both women missing, scouting ahead of their opponents. These two women know each other so well. Big senton there from the middle rope. Liv Morgan swinging the pendulum of momentum back into her favor. And just as I say that, Io Sky with the counter into the corner. Perching Liv Morgan up to that top turnbuckle. It can only get bad from here for Liv Morgan for the Women's World Champion. Io Sky perching herself on top of Liv Morgan's shoulders. Hurricane Rana from the top. From Io Sky. And Io double underhook. We've seen her do this before. Blood rush to the head of Liv Morgan. Backbreaker. Butterfly backbreaker from Io Sky. Going for the cover. Thea Hale a little late to get in position there. 1. Only a 1 count. Thea Hale a little late to get into that cover. I mean, she's first day on the job, ladies and gentlemen. You can't really blame her. What the hell, Raquel Rodriguez? She has a match later on tonight, but taking time out of her busy schedule here tonight to come to the aid of Liv Morgan, who has been in trouble here in this matchup. And Liv Morgan going for maybe a cover there on Io Sky, but no, Io countering it. Oblivion from Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan catches Io with Oblivion. Thanks to the opening created by Raquel Rodriguez to Hale 2. Only a 2 count for Liv Morgan. Senton from the top, knees up from Io Sky. Big drop kick from Io. After Raquel Rodriguez created that opening for Liv Morgan to hit Oblivion, Io Sky able to counter at a count of 2. Io Sky in the drop zone. Moon stomp! Oh my God! Moon stomp countered there from Liv Morgan. Oh my God, that looked crazy. She got so much height on that moon stomp. Io Sky feeding off of the energy of this Los Angeles crowd. Io Sky going to the apron. Springboard, drop kick, got all of it. Io Sky back in control here of this matchup. Stiff kick to the nose, the bridge of the nose of Liv Morgan. But Liv Morgan able to pop up and hit a running face buster. Liv Morgan wearing the wounds of this matchup. Going to the top yet again. Calling for Io up to her feet. Looking for a drop kick missile style as she missed earlier in the matchup, and this time getting all of it. And now measuring Io, going for Oblivion. Io with a stiff punch to the kidneys of Liv Morgan. Now up in a shoulder press, or shoulder breaker, into a shoulder breaker rather. Now Io, double underhook yet again. We saw this earlier in the matchup. Double underhook, back breaker to Liv Morgan. Going up to the top, looking for the end. Moon stomp to the, oh my God, to the midsection of Liv. The hell into position 1, 2. Oh my God, kick out from Liv Morgan. The resiliency, you have to respect Liv Morgan. And now Io Sky taking umbrage with the way that Thea Hale is going into these covers. Thea Hale is a little slow on the counts for both women, but I mean, the distraction, Liv Morgan getting an opening and Liv Morgan throwing Io right into Thea Hale. Knocking out Thea Hale. Liv Morgan with a big clothesline to Io. And Liv, where the hell is Liv going? Liv going under the ring. Liv Morgan grabbing a steel chair. Thea Hale out. Wait, maybe not. Thea Hale catching Liv Morgan, taking the chair from Liv. And Liv with the ultimate disrespect, middle fingers. Liv Morgan. Thea Hale with a chair shot to Io. I mean, obviously, anyone with eyes could see that she was going for Liv Morgan, but inadvertently taking out Io and now having to go into the cover. And Liv Morgan, Thea Hale, counts the 3 and Liv Morgan retains. Thanks to Thea Hale with an inadvertent chair shot to Liv Morgan after the disrespect. Middle fingers, the birds to Thea. And I mean, Thea just saw red, taking out, as you can see here in the replay, taking out Io Sky, aiming for Liv Morgan. And because of that, Liv Morgan is still the Women's World Champion. Obviously, Thea Hale. I mean, Io Sky inadvertently taken out by that chair shot. Thea Hale didn't mean to do it, but I mean, probably means no never mind to her. But I mean, Liv Morgan takes advantage of the situation and walks out of Los Angeles with another victory over Io Sky and still your Women's World Champion.
The following contest is a fatal four-way match and is for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Pivoting away from the Women's World Championship match, which saw Liv Morgan retain in a controversial fashion, we pivot towards the Women's Intercontinental Championship being on the line. In fatal four-way action, we're in for some chaos, ladies and gentlemen. Kelani Jordan, fresh to Monday Night Raw, around a little bit before Money in the Bank time, looking to get an opportunity and has found herself challenging for some championship gold here in her short time on Monday Night Raw. And hell, who's to say she's even going to be on Monday Night Raw after the WWE draft in a couple of weeks? I mean, If she has it her way, she'll be the Women's Intercontinental Champion. It should be a mainstay here on Monday Night Raw. Obviously, a little bit of a beef with Jade Cargill, and they found themselves in a championship match. I mean, they faced each other a couple of weeks ago and have been feuding, trying to see who will get that opportunity. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, we saw a brouhaha between all four of these women, with Kelani Jordan standing tall over all three of them. And obviously, last Monday, saw Jade stand over top of all of them. Intercontinental Championship division is hot right now, Bubba. And Raquel Rodriguez, big, sexy, cool. Big, sexy, cool. Looking to add more championship gold to the family. We saw Liv Morgan retain her championship in the last match, albeit by controversial means. And Raquel showed her face, but didn't really have any effect on the outcome of the matchup. But Raquel Rodriguez to become the Intercontinental Champion. I believe this would be her first ever singles championship on the main roster. Obviously a former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion, former NXT Women's Champion, former WWE Tag Team Champion. She's done a lot here in this company. And she's looking to get her hands on the Intercontinental Championship that has a prestigious lineage. Obviously Blair, Davenport, Zelina Vega, Shotzi Blackheart. Who else? Selena Drake, Cora Jade. Now Roxanne, Perez. Who will be next in line? Or will there be a next in line? Will Roxanne Perez retain her championship? Or will it be Raquel, who stands tall? Or will it be Kelani Jordan, that stands tall? Or will it be this woman, a Glamazon? What do you call it? What are those, Amazon. An Amazonian woman. The Storm. Jade Cargill. Who, has had a hell of a year, if I'll be honest. Not a year. Well, about a year. Obviously, since the Royal Rumble, it's just kind of been, steady climbing, since she tossed Mercedes Moné off the top of that ladder when she screwed Mercedes out of the Women's World Championship. Obviously, defeating Mercedes on the grandest stage of them all at WrestleMania, and then burying Mercedes alive in a casket at Arcadia. And has since then turned her sights to the Intercontinental Championship and has been on a warpath to hold some championship gold. And is one step closer to becoming the Women's Intercontinental Champion. All she has to do is overcome Big Sexy Cool, the standout and the prodigy. Can the Storm climb Mount Olympus and hold that gold up high? It's going to be a tough out. Because, this woman coming out next, the Women's Intercontinental Champion, you talk about a roll, Bubba. You talk about a roll. This woman has been rolling.
And introducing the champion from Laredo, Texas, the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, Roxanne Perez.
Since Royal Rumble, she has been rolling. You talk about St. Valentine's Day Massacre defeats. Now, soon to be maybe, Women's WWE Champion Naomi, who faces Lyra Valkyria for the WWE Championship later tonight. You talk about Roadblock coming oh so close to becoming Intercontinental Champion and then inevitably finally getting over that, no pun intended, Roadblock, winning the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania, successfully defending it against Cora Jade at Arcadia, going on to King and Queen. Well, I think she lost in the tournament, she did lose in the tournament. Was she in the tournament? I can't remember. I think she was. Moving on to Money in the Bank and successfully defending her championship there. And then coming here to SummerSlam, where she has a big challenge in front of her. 3 women who are as hungry for the gold as anyone else on Monday Night Raw. Three of the toughest in the business. You talk about power, you got Jade. You talk about size, you got Raquel. You talk about athleticism, you got Kelani. It's going to be hard for Roxanne to find an advantage here in this matchup, but if there's anyone can do it, it's the star girl. It's the prodigy. It's Roxanne Perez. As Roxanne is all over Jade Cargill here early on to start, but Raquel. Obviously, Raquel and Roxanne have some beef with one another. Obviously, Kelani, Jordan, and Jade have some beef with one another, but it's not like they don't intertwine. Each woman are hungry. As Kelani Jordan introduces a sledgehammer, but not enough. Not enough for Jade Cargill. As Jade Cargill targeting. I got something in my teeth. Sorry. Jade Cargill with a big forearm smash. And Roxanne with a super kick. We already got early chaos here in the Fatal 4-Way. Slap miss from Roxanne. Raquel Rodriguez takes advantage. Big spine on the pad. I love me a spine buster, baby. Big clothesline lariat planting Kelani Jordan. Jade Cargill going to the outside, looking to introduce some more weaponry into this matchup, and introduces a Singapore cane, a kendo stick. And going to swing it on Kelani Jordan. Big counter as Raquel Rodriguez has Roxanne perched and drops her down to the ground. Jade Cargill, Kelani Jordan, Roxanne Perez, Raquel Rodriguez. Tilt-a-whirl from Roxanne, head scissors. Jade Cargill going up to the middle rope. But Roxanne looking to take her down, but Jade Cargill jumping right over Roxanne. Big frog splash from Jade on Kelani. Irish whip to the outside. Nope, not to the outside. What the hell was that? Was that a spine buster? Or not a spine buster, a bulldog, a running bulldog? Going for the cover, Raquel. Jade Cargill right there to break it up. Big hammer fist in the back of the head of Roxanne or Raquel Rodriguez. I'm definitely going to mix that up one too many times here in this matchup. Roxanne Perez getting the back of Jade Cargill. Big STO planting Cargill. Going for the cover. Raquel grabs a baseball bat. Kelani Jordan is like, is she dead? Well, if she wasn't, she is now. Big stun gun there from Raquel planting Kelani Jordan to the floor. Big strike to the back of Roxanne. Big back breaker from Raquel Rodriguez. Oh, Kelani Jordan was on the outside of the ring taunting. All right. Kelani back in the ring. Combination of strikes to Raquel Rodriguez. Big head scissors takedown from Kelani Jordan. Roxanne with a sledgehammer in play, but Kelani able to get it out of her hands. Roxanne with the counter. Combination of strikes. Combination of kicks, specifically. Roxanne with the page turner. It's no secret that she looks up to that generation of wrestling. When you talk about AJ Lee, when you talk about Paige, big drop kick to the back of the head of Raquel Rodriguez. Roxanne with the sledgehammer yet again, striking Kelani, going for the cover. Everyone down. This could be it. Champion retaining. One. Only a count of one for Roxanne Perez. And Jade Cargill, Samoan drop to Raquel Rodriguez. Even though she is not Samoan, it is still effective. And now introducing another kendo stick as, well, the screen is big drop kick there from Kelani. I didn't know what was going on the other side, but Jade took Raquel down with a kendo stick, and now Kelani and Jade find themselves right back at it as Jade counters Kelani, gets the back, going up for what the hell is this? Torture Rack Powerbomb! Torture Rack Powerbomb! From Jade Cargill. Now turning her attention to Roxanne, inverted scoop slam from Cargill, who is in full control here of this matchup. Over all three women. Springboard, crossbody from Jade. As Raquel back up to her feet, Irish whip Jade right into the referee. And Kelani with a kendo stick to the back of Raquel, taking down the giant. Jade looking for that Samoan drop yet again on Kelani. Kelani able to counter. Big stiff kick to the midsection, or knee to the midsection. Into a head scissors, Hurricane Rana rather. Irish whip into that corner from Roxanne Perez. Turning her attention to Jade Cargill. Big stomp. Ooh, that was kind of sick actually. A little bit of a standing moonsault senton from the Prodigy. And now Roxanne Perez, head scissors. Or Hurricane Rana, either way. Stiff knee to the gut, head scissors, takedown. Oh my, shout out Molina. I don't know what to call that move. Big boot from Raquel. Countering the baseball bat shot from Roxanne. Samoan drop from Jade Cargill. And now just hurling the baseball bat. Raquel taking out Jade. Calling Kelani up to her feet. Maybe looking for the Tejana bomb. No, counter from Kelani Jordan. Kelani getting a hold of Raquel. Big DDT. Shout out the Rated R Superstar. A little bit of execution. 1, 2. Kelani almost becoming the new Women's Intercontinental Champion. A lot of Jade signs here tonight. A storm has arrived. But Kelani looking to bring a storm to Roxanne Perez in the front of a baseball bat. Roxanne would counter. Big stiff kick to the knee. Looking for La Magistral, rolling up for Kelani Jordan. Kick out from Kelani. Not enough to keep down Jordan. Springboard. Big back elbow from Kelani. Strike from Raquel. Raquel Rodriguez getting up. Kelani Jordan, Tejana bomb. Going for the cover. Oh, but Jade and Roxanne standing up on their feet, able to break up the pinfall. Tejana bomb to Kelani Jordan. And Jade Cargill watches on as Raquel Rodriguez just manhandles, or woman handles, Roxanne Perez. I think Jade Cargill's looking for one-winged angel. She's crazy. But Raquel able to get out of it with some strikes and a clothesline to the back of the head. Now baseball bat in hand from Raquel Rodriguez. As Roxanne and Raquel right back at it here in this matchup. But Roxanne able to fight out of it with some elbows in the midsection of Raquel Rodriguez. Sledgehammer in hand from Kelani Jordan, who gets kicked in the gut. Pop rocks! She gets Tejana bomb, but now Pop rocks going for the cover. Raquel on her feet, breaking up the pinfall. Big stiff strike to the back of the head of Roxanne. Jesus. Roxanne Perez hurling Raquel into the corner. Jade Cargill getting hit with a neck breaker as she tried to get up to her feet, but Roxanne taking down her opponent early on here. Big baseball strike to the midsection to Roxanne Perez. Kelani Jordan, man, has eaten a Tejana bomb and a Pop Rocks. I mean, talk about out for the count. But now Jade Cargill just swinging wildly with that baseball bat, going for the cover on Roxanne Perez. All women are down. Jade Cargill can become the new Intercontinental Champion. But Roxanne able to kick out. Big pump kick. Crossbody taking out Jade. After Jade hit a ferocious pump kick on Roxanne Perez, taking down the champion. And now Kelani Jordan, sledgehammer in hand. She would be smart enough to pin Roxanne Perez. But no, going for the sledgehammer shot. Roxanne Perez able to counter. Ooh, big maneuver there from Kelani Jordan. I think she caught a little bit of that sledgehammer. Now baseball strike to the legs of Kelani. Big boot from Raquel Rodriguez. Chair in hand. Steel chair to Jade Cargill. Oh, got all of it. Raquel is dangerous enough as is. Damage is multiplied with a steel chair, taking out Roxanne Perez. Measuring Jade Cargill. Going up. Has Jade Cargill up. Tejana bomb hits on Jade Cargill. The Judgment Day looking to add another championship to the family. But Jade Cargill kicks out. At 2.5, what a match this has been. Oh my goodness, Kendo Strike. I think all women have had a moment here in this matchup, except for Kelani Jordan, I'll be honest. Kelani Jordan has gotten hit with everyone's best move. Actually, she had the springboard the springboard cross body. Or the rebound cross body. Roxanne with a kendo strike to Jade Cargill, going for the cover. Counter from Kelani. Kelani Jordan able to break up the pin. Seeing that Jade Cargill was in a bad way. Handful of hair for Kelani Jordan. Kelani Jordan, what the hell is she doing? She's mad confused. Oh, well, took way too much time allowing Raquel to recover. Raquel now has a handful of hair on her own on Kelani, and just sees Roxanne just batting at her like an annoying gnat and just goes right after Roxanne. But Roxanne able to counter. Kelani Jordan out on her feet. Roxanne Perez gets hit with a chair shot from Jade. Goodness. Jade with a chair shot on Kelani. Goodness gracious. Raquel out on her feet. Jade Cargill. Handful of hair on Roxanne. Bouncing her head off that top turnbuckle. Perching up Roxanne Perez up to that top turnbuckle. Big stiff right hand from Jade Cargill. What the hell is it? No way. Jade Cargill. She's not going to do this. Avalanche. Jade into Roxanne. Go for the cover. Kelani back in the ring. 1, 2. Oh, Kelani able to break up the pin. That could have been it. A roll-up pinfall here from Kelani. Raquel able to break it up. Raquel Rodriguez getting Kelani Jordan in hand. Kelani up. Tejana bomb from Raquel. Going for the cover. Oh, but Jade right there, bro. Kelani Jordan. Kelani Jordan. Jade from Jade Cargill out of nowhere. Jade into Raquel. But Jade's not going for the pin. Seeing that Roxanne's up to her feet. Kendo strikes to Roxanne. Roxanne taken out. Kelani Big maneuver. Jade Cargill trying to find some safety. Kelani taken out with that sledgehammer in hand. Clothesline from Jade Cargill. Roxanne down. Raquel down. Counter from Kelani. It's just Jade. It's just Kelani. Who will become the new Women's Intercontinental Champion? Kelani turning her attention to Raquel Rodriguez. Off the ropes. Irish whip. Shoulder tackle. Both women had it in mind. Oh! Cartwheel elbow drop from Kelani Jordan taking out Raquel. Raquel is out. On her feet. Jade going for the pin. Roxanne. Getting to the ring. Looking to break it up. 2! Roxanne able to save her championship. Roxanne Perez kick to the knee. I think she's looking for... Oh! Pump kick to the back! Jesus! Pump kick to the back. Raquel trying to eject Jade from the ring. Pump kick to the back of Roxanne. Jade Cargill back in the ring. STO. Raquel taking out Jade Cargill. Kelani trying to get up to her feet. Raquel catching her. Irish whip into that corner. This is the deep waters of the match. Big body splash countered there from Kelani on Raquel. Getting the back, maybe going for Jade. Kelani saw it coming. Counter from Kelani. Big kendo strikes to Kelani and then Jade. I was about to say Jordan. Kelani or Roxanne Luthez all over Raquel. This is the deep waters of the match. Who will sink? Who will swim? Roxanne. Shout out to Miko Satomura. Counter from Kelani. Springboard. Roxanne able to catch her. Oh my God, vicious. Just driving Kalani's head into her knee. But Kelani back up to her feet. Big drop kick. Kendo stick in hand. Look how bent out of shape that kendo stick is. Kelani measuring. Jade up to her feet. Raquel up to her feet. Both women pointing out the other. Looking to do battle here at ringside. Big boot counter. Kelani up to the top. 450 to Roxanne. New Women's Intercontinental Champion. Roxanne almost saw her championship go up in smoke, but Raquel Rodriguez right there to break up the pin. But all three women back in the ring. Jade had Raquel up to her feet, but counter attacking the back elbow. Knees up! Knees up for Roxanne! Kelani had her frog splash countered into the corner. Goes Kelani Jordan. Scooping a slam from Roxanne Perez. Kelani in the position that Roxanne needs to finish off this matchup. Pop rocks from the middle rope. Going for the cover. 1. Oh, but Raquel right there to break it up. Big leg drop to the back of Kelani Jordan. Raquel Rodriguez has Roxanne up. Tahana bomb. Tahana bomb to Roxanne. But why is she going for the cover? Why is Raquel not going for the cover? Jade Cargill introducing the steel steps. Jade Cargill on her shoulders, purses Raquel, Samoan drop. Jade Cargill, the lone woman standing. Big elbow drop to Raquel Rodriguez. Pump kick, taking out Kelani. Going for the cover. We could have a new Women's Intercontinental Champion. 1, 2, and Jade Cargill is the new Intercontinental Champion. What a match between these 4 athletes for the prestigious prize of the Intercontinental Championship, and there can only be one that calls themselves champion. And new Jade Cargill. What a match. Whew.
Here is your winner, and new WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion,
Jade has been telling Regal, give me an opportunity, give me the spot, and I won't disappoint. I will shine every time. And here she is, Los Angeles, California, Hollywood, standing the new Women's Intercontinental Champion. New Women's Intercontinental Champion, and now we have a grudge match up next. Blair Davenport meet Sophia Everett finally in one-on-one competition. No love lost between these two former Dominion members. Sophia Everett, once the leader, leading a herd, now finds herself doing battle with one of her most loyal followers.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Wellington, New Zealand, Blair Davenport.
Obviously, this match coming about after Blair Davenport stuck the proverbial knife into the back of Sophia Everett at WrestleMania, the grandest stage of them all, when Sophia took on the then Royal Rumble winner, Bianca Belair. But in the match, during the course of the match, chaos brewed. Molly Holly, the former Raw Women's General Manager, the former Raw General Manager, coming down trying to screw over Sophia Everett. Blair Davenport feigning like she was going to assist Sophia, snatching the chair out of Molly's hand, and instead turning that chair around and connecting it to the skull of her former leader, of the Dominion, Sophia Everett. And since then, we've seen a new side of Blair Davenport, who has torn through this Raw Women's division, looking to become a Raw Women's World Champion. Obviously, to no avail at Money in the Bank, facing the protege of Sophia Everett, Psycho Sally, who earlier in the night gave Sophia some words of encouragement. Sophia making her triumphant return at Money in the Bank, planting Blair Davenport into the mat with a vicious spear before Blair could do any more damage to Psycho Sally after the match. And since then, Sophia has tried to talk some sense into Blair, to no avail.
And her opponent from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Sophia Everett.
Since Sophia's made her return, she's tried to talk some sense into Blair, to no avail. Blair Davenport, obviously too far gone to come to her senses. Sophia even trying to find a way in her own mind to forgive Blair for what she did. Maybe neglecting Blair, maybe neglecting Cora and Chelsea, being consumed with that World's Championship and holding on to it at any cost. Obviously, over the past course of this year, Sophia has changed her ways a little bit from the beginning stages of the Dominion. Obviously, was a vicious leader, ruled Raw with an iron fist, but as time changed, her heart healed, and she changed as a person, and much of the chagrin of Blair Davenport. And here we go. These two women, who were once friends, now bitter foes, meet here at SummerSlam. And it's funny because 2 years ago, it was the start of the Dominion, in a way. At SummerSlam, when Blair Davenport defeated Naomi in a match at SummerSlam and tried to attack Naomi after the match, and Sophia faked like she was coming to the aid of Naomi, but turned her back on Naomi at the time, forming the Dominion. Later adding in Cora. Obviously, Cora got taken out. Later adding in Chelsea. Blair got taken out. And it was just those two standing until Cora made a return. And it was just Sophia and Cora and Chelsea until Blair came and tore everything up. These two women who know each other so well, going counter for counter. As you saw, they previously tried to go for almost similar maneuvers and connecting with one another in the air. And Sophia, looking past her love for her former friend. I mean, over the years, the connection that they've made. As Sophia goes with the middle rope, looking for a moonsault from the middle rope. John Cone in a position. John Cone, the official for this matchup. He's gonna have his work cut out for him here. And Sophia now targeting the arm of the top guy, Jean. And now just raining fists of fury on Blair Davenport. Sophia Everett stating on Monday that she will be the one. She will take out Blair Davenport. She will get her comeuppance. As Blair Davenport hits the Roundhouse kick there. Sophia Everett stating that she will sever, she will be the one to sever the ties that bond them together. But Blair, I mean, obviously, feeling as if she's already severed those ties, will put Sophia Everett down for good. As she hits a little bit of a mini stun gun there, taking Sophia down to the floor. And right back on the attack is Blair Davenport, now wasting a moment, going for a leg kick, got to connect, but catches the kick Sophia Everett does. Super kick from Everett. And obviously, this is Sophia Everett's really her first one-on-one match back officially. I mean, obviously, had that match against Io Sky the night after Money in the Bank, to which finished in disqualification thanks to this woman, the top guy, Blair Davenport, as the referee reaches a count of 5. These two women, big shotgun drop kick as the referee reaches a count of 6. Sophia Everett back in the ring. I'm sure she doesn't want to win off of a count out, feeding off of the energy of this lost in this crowd. Throwing a caution to the wind, suicide dive, shooting like a torpedo at Blair Davenport. And not done yet. Calling for Blair to get up to her feet. Back off of the ropes. Comes Sophia Everett, but Blair Davenport again. These two women, having each other scouted so well, have spent the better part of 2 to 3 years next to one another. She knows that Sophia Everett goes for a multitude of suicide dives in a row, throwing caution to the wind, and Blair Davenport taking advantage of that fact, going right after Everett. Now, before Sophia Everett took that time off to think about the events of WrestleMania, I mean, she was taped up brutally. I mean, shoulder was taped up, midsection was taped up. She was feeling the wounds of holding on to that championship for well over 2 years, I believe. Because she won it at Survivor Series. Yeah, about 2 years, something like that. Super kick from Sophia Everett. Was it 2 years? Because she won it at that Survivor Series WrestleMania. It was about a year and a half. And now going up to the turnbuckle, maybe wasting some time here. Taunting to the crowd, playing to the crowd a little bit. Calling up for Blair Davenport up to her feet, looking for the spear. Oh, throwing her off. Big drop. Oh, looking for the spear maybe. But Blair Davenport able to counter. I don't know what the hell that was, I'll be honest. I think Sophia Everett, the ring rust is kicking in, brother. And Blair Davenport taking advantage. I mean, she's been, for as sadistic and chaotic as Blair Davenport has been, she has been on her A game since turning her back on Sophia Everett at WrestleMania. She's been here week in, week out, putting stone, or what, grinding the stone, something, that saying, you know what saying I'm talking about. But Blair Davenport showing off that vicious side here with a big kick to that midsection, dragging Sophia Everett to the middle of the ring and looking for the Kama Goye in the middle of that ring. Going for the cover. 1, 2. And Sophia Everett able to kick out at a count of 2. As big severance out of nowhere. Connecting on the bridge of the nose, on the neck of Sophia Everett. I'm dying. Going for the cover, and Sophia Everett to kick out at a 2.5. As this Los Angeles crowd chants of fight forever ringing out. Big super kick, straight jacket, German. Connects on the bridge of the neck of Blair Davenport. Going for the cover. Blair Davenport able to kick out. The action picking up here. Sophia Everett measuring Blair Davenport in weight. Hits her with a curb stomp, planting her right on the Slim Jim logo. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, kick out at a count of 2.5. Both women coming also close to ending this match. As chants of women's wrestling ring out here in Los Angeles, California. This crowd loving what they're seeing. Sophia Everett trying to go for the connection, but again, Blair Davenport. These two women know each other so well. Countering the insecurity of Sophia Everett. It rolled through, looking for the super kick. Sophia Everett. These two reading each other like a book. Springboard out of the corner. Moonsault connects. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Kick out from the top guy, John Cone was in position for the cover, but it was not enough to keep down Blair Davenport. What is it that these two women are going to have to do to keep down the other? Remember, these two former friends, now bitter rivals, 2 members of the Dominion. Sophia Everett used to be the leader. Blair Davenport was the second in command. Looking for that insecurity in the corner. Counter there from Sophia Everett, scouting ahead of her opponent. Sophia Everett Oh my goodness, just launching the body of Blair Davenport. And she's feeling it, ladies and gentlemen. Measuring Blair Davenport, looking for it. Measuring a super kick, another one. She hit it earlier in the match. Can she get it this time? Another one. Counter there from Blair Davenport. Irish whip. Counter there from Sophia Everett. Off the ropes. Sophia, tilt-a-whirl, backbreaker, got it. Roll through, Yinsaguri. Or not Yinsaguri, insult to injury, counter. Blair Davenport, counter. Irish whip, counter. On the ropes, out of the ring goes Blair Davenport. Off the ropes goes Sophia Everett. Rolling, sliding, body splash to the floor. Whew. That was a flurry of offense that I could not keep up with, I'll be real. Throwing her into the announcer table, and here's where it gets dangerous, the outside of the ring. You got the steel post, you got the barricade that Blair Davenport was launched into, you got the announcers tables. Again, it could get really dangerous out here as Sophia Everett has kicked up the sadism, matching Blair Davenport with the ruthless aggression. And now just disrespecting the top guy, Gene, looking for a super kick. Blair Davenport able to catch it. Oh my goodness! Jesus Christ! A vicious knee strike there from the top guy, Gene. My goodness! And now just crashing Sophia Everett's head right off of that turnbuckle steel post. My goodness. As Sophia Everett, the referee reaching a count of 7. Sophia Everett in a bad way. Blair Davenport maybe willing to take a count-out victory here, realizing she maybe bit off a little bit more than she could chew. Referee had a count of 8, and Sophia Everett beats the count. As Blair Davenport catches Sophia Everett looking for an exploder. Sophia Everett, big super kick. Sophia, Irish whip. No Irish whip. Hip toss. What is she doing? Knee strike, returning it. Returning Blair Davenport's knee strike. And now measuring Blair Davenport. Maybe looking for a spear. Sophia Everett catches Blair with a spear. Got all of it, snapping the body of Blair nearly in half. 1, 2. Blair Davenport kicks out. A count of 2.5. Maybe even 2.9. And Sophia Everett questioning what is it that she has to do. Asking the referee, are you sure that wasn't 3? Maybe not expecting this much out of Blair Davenport. These two women have changed over the course of this past year. Big knee strike again from Blair. Shades of what she did to the outside of the ring maybe a couple of minutes ago. Sophia Everett getting hit with Kamagoye from Blair Davenport. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, Sophia Everett not enough to keep her down. And Blair wondering, now it's Blair Davenport who's wondering what it is that she has to do, and she knows what she has to do. Measuring Sophia Everett with severance. Got all of it. Chopping the head off of Sophia Everett. 2. How did Everett kick out of that? Not met with not 1, but 2 severances. Hit with Kamagoya not once, but twice. And not enough to keep her down. Irish up off the ropes, German. Once Blair Davenport up to her feet. Combination of strikes. Oh, nope, no combination of strikes. Counter for counter goes Blair and Sophia. Big palm slap from Sophia. Open palm slap from Blair. Return to sender and Sophia. These two women going shot for shot. Blow for blow. Here in the middle of the ring. Bitter rivals. Her former friends now turned bitter rivals. Finding themselves duking it out here in Los Angeles, California. SummerSlam, middle of the ring. Do or die, deep waters. Who will sink and who will swim? Will it be Everett? Will it be Davenport? We will find out in a matter of moments as these two going blow for blow. Hockey fight in the middle of the ring. That Sophia Everett winning the exchange. Super kick, straight jacket, German. Both women are down. My God, I am out of breath. Sophia Everett trying to get up to her feet. Same with Blair Davenport. And Blair Davenport telling the referee that she has an injury. She's a little hurt. You need to check up on her. But Sophia Everett, goodness gracious, bloody, wearing the wounds of war, not wasting a moment, sizing up her opponent, measuring Blair. Wait a minute, what the hell? Looking for the crowd. Who the hell is that? Who the hell is that? Wait a minute. That's NXT Zarya. What the hell? Headbutt to Sophia Everett. Blair Davenport has the attention of the referee. Zarya with Sophia up on her feet. F5 or F6, whatever she calls it. F6 to Sophia Everett, planting the former leader of the WWE. What the hell is Zarya doing out here? And Blair Davenport, with all smiles, up to the top, looking to take advantage of the opportunity that came before. Double foot stomp to the back of the head from the top. Sophie Everett is done, laying in a pool of her own blood. Loses to the top guy, Jade, thanks to NXT's Zarya. What the hell? As you can see here in the replay, big straight jacket German, which kind of set up the events to what just happened. Both women were down, and then here you can see Zarya out of nowhere from the crowd. Big headbutt to Sophia, and then an F6 to Sophia, which led to Sophia's demise and Blair Davenport's victory, allowing Blair Davenport to win this match against her former friend. I'm at a loss, ladies and gentlemen. I'm at a loss for words. I don't know the connection between Zarya and Blair Davenport, but here tonight, Zarya had a huge effect on this matchup. I mean, look at the blood. Obviously, the crowd not loving the result, not loving Blair Davenport's victory over Sophia Everett. I mean, Sophia Everett came so close to getting her revenge, but thanks to this woman, Zarya, the top guy, Jade, stands tall here tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Big fight feel. A match that has been long awaited. Since King of the Ring, King and Queen of the Ring, The Punisher, Jacob Frost, a man who in the past has had a historic championship reign. He actually won the championship at SummerSlam against Cody Rhodes, albeit by some controversial means. Roman Reigns got involved, we remember. Went on to hold that championship for about 4.5 years. And now here we are. Years down the line later, he finds himself competing for the World Championship yet again. Only this time he faces a man as not only the World Heavyweight Champion, he is the ruler, the destroyer, the bringer of war. A man who, as of tonight, has held the championship for 365 days, much like Jacob Frost did before him. Only this time, Oba faces a man that has been there before, done that before. Oba, he has vanquished LA Knight to win this championship last year. Went on to defeat Adam Cole. Went on to defeat Cody Rhodes. Went on to defeat Braun Breaker. Went on to defeat Sami Zayn. Went on to defeat Dominic Mysterio. And here tonight awaits his biggest challenge. The Punisher, the King of the Ring, Jacob Frost. This man, Femi, as dominant as they come. For the past year plus, since arriving on Monday Night Raw, has not been defeated in one-on-one competition. I mean, that is incredible. The only way to defeat Femi is to take that championship from around his waist. And I don't think there's anyone that can do it. Don't get me wrong. Jacob Frost, one of the best in the world. But when it comes to Femi, the ruler, the destroyer, the bringer of war, he has no peer. And Femi, I mean, he's competed at the SummerSlams, he's competed at the WrestleManias, he's been on the biggest of stages and as of Frost. But I am on record saying there is no bigger match for either opponent than right now the biggest prize in the industry. The World Heavyweight Championship on the line in just a matter of moments. Let's send it down to Alicia Taylor for the championship introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 225 pounds, the Punisher, Jacob Frost. And his opponent from Lagos, Nigeria, weighing in at 310 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Femi.
I mean, we've heard all the talking, the war of words that these men have had over the course of this last month. Obviously, both sky high in confidence. But only one can be the best. Only one can be the World Heavyweight Champion. Charles Robinson on the call for this matchup, and that is what it's all about. You talk about big fight feel. You talk about big moment. There is nobody more fitting for a big moment like a championship match than Charles Robinson. Here we go. Finally, Oba and Frost. Oba out of the gate before the belly of the ring's going for a forearm smash on Frost, who saw it coming. And right on the attack, these two men, I mean, hey, you got to get the jump on your opponent. Obviously, Oba knows who he's in the ring with, but so does Frost. Got to jump on Oba when you can. And mounting the big man with a lot of flurry of offense here. Getting the back, Oba, big backbreaker. Oh, Frost hitting with Oba with a multitude of high-octane offense there, and Oba kicks out at a count of one. You got to do a lot more than keep down the ruler, but my rule of thumb is you always go for a pinfall even if it doesn't work because it tires out your opponent. Big combination of strikes there from Frost. Big clothesline over the top, taking the big man out of the ring. Frost looking to get risky. High-risk maneuver. Femi sees it coming. Big back elbow counter there to stall out the offense from Frost, slow him down a bit. If you're going to beat Oba, that is the way to do it. Frost saw the blueprint that Dominic Mysterio and Sami Zayn set before him. You got to try to not overpower, but outmaneuver Femi. You got to try to beat him with your speed, your athleticism, because he has knockout power. As he drops Frost across that rope, but Frost able to counter, big kick to the nose of Femi, big senton. You know what he follows it up with, but Femi, again, scouting ahead of his opponent. He always follows up with that top rope moonsault on his opponents after hitting that senton, but right back on the attack, Femi, big elbow from Frost. Jacob Frost getting Femi up on his shoulders. Gut buster to Oba. And not wasting any time, noticing Oba getting up to his feet. Big sit kick. Dropping Oba. Going for another pinfall. Charles Robinson in position to make the count. One. Ooh. Not a 2 count, but almost. little bit closer there. As Frost going for something there, but Oba moving out of the way, able to counter. Irish whip. Off those ropes. Femi. Jesus. Oh my God. Big uppercut, European style, just launching Frost up into the air. Femi, another uppercut in that corner. I'm telling you, I keep saying Frost. Femi has knockout power, and Frost is feeling every bit of it. Oba wants Frost up to his feet, maybe looking for the fall from grace. Nope, getting Getting Frost in shoulder position, draping him across those ropes yet again. Trying to take the air out of Frost as he drops a big elbow. Trying to slow him down. Oba Femi just picking up Frost and hurling him like a piece of meat. That's a human body. Waiting for Frost to get to a feet. Fall from grace. Connects. Going for the cover. 1, 2. And Oba only getting a 2 count there. And Oba in some shock. Maybe thinking that was it. But I mean, you got to do a lot more than that to keep down the Punisher. As Oba Femi going for a choke slam. Frost counter out of the choke slam. Into a senton there. And maybe looking for that connection. Maybe looking for his combination. Moonsault off of the top rope. Going for a cover. Maybe thinking that's it. Maybe he doesn't have to do it anymore. Only a kick out of 1. All the damage, all the punishment that Jacob Frost has put into Oba Femi. And he still kicks out at a count of 1. Combination of strikes. Step up knee there from Frost. Kicking the gut. Counter there from Oba. Counter there from Frost. Swinging his feet. Just using his educated feet and putting them to good use. Going for the top rope. High risk maneuver. Frog splash from damn near across the ring. Going for the cover again. 1, 2. Kick out there from Oba. But positive signs for Frost. He got a count of 2, meaning the damage and punishment that he is giving to Oba Femi is slowly but surely working over time. Stiff kicks to that chest area, the big chest area of Oba Femi. Frost measuring his opponent, lying in wait. Jacob Frost, sling blade into the senton. Counter there from Oba. Oba Femi back up to his feet, which spells doom, disaster, and all of the above for Jacob Frost. Oba Femi up, has Frost up on his shoulders, just tossing Frost again. That's a human body, goddammit. The strength of the ruler, the destroyer, the bringer of war, the world champion. Oba Femi up to the middle rope. He's already hit an elbow drop from the top rope, which he rarely goes up top. Big shoulder tackle is missed for Femi. Frost waiting for Femi to get up to his feet. Big forearm takes down Femi. Another one plants him over right back up to his feet. Sling blade connects for Frost, who feeds off of the energy of this Los Angeles crowd. Frost with a high angle exploder suplex. And not wasting a moment's rest. Right back on the attack. Sees Oba stirring. Senses the end is near. Frostbite knee. Counter from Oba. Big drop kick counter from Frost. Frost with Oba up on his shoulders. Permafrost driver. Got it. Go. 1, 2. Kick out from Oba. And Frost maybe taking umbrage with the fact that Charles Robinson didn't count quicker or something. I don't know. Combination of strikes there on Oba. Frost right back on the attack. Tossing Oba to the floor. Oba able to catch himself on his feet. Throwing caution to the wind. Oh, Jesus Christ! A straight back bump to the floor. Tope con Hilo missed. And Oba with the succession of elbows on the floor. Fires up. And maybe wanting to plant Frost one more time. Big. Never mind. Just hurling him into that turnbuckle post. Going for maybe the surgically repaired knee. I mean, that knee brace is a big target. Discus forearm after a counter from Frost. Dropping the ruler. It is well documented that Frost came into this matchup. He put on a few pounds to measure Oba's strength. Double foot stomp. Counter there from Oba. Back elbow counter from Frost. Combination of strikes from Jacob on Oba. Big forearm strike to finish. Irish whip into that corner. European upper. Oh, I thought he was looking for that European uppercut. Palm slap strike into the chest. Step up kick into a butterfly suplex. Oba Femi is in trouble. Frost going up top. Looking for the double. Foot stomp connects. Into the senton connects again. Here goes the combination. Off the ropes. Top rope moonsault, knees up from Oba Femi. Catches Frost. For Oba, Irish whip, off the ropes. Counter from Frost. Counter from Oba. Rink in the eyes. Oba Femi looking to get from fall from grace. Counter from Frost. These two men going counter for counter. Counter from Oba. Oba Femi. Counter from Frost. These two men trade counters back and forth. High angle. Exploder suplex. Frost caught him. Frost got him. Measuring. Oba Femi. Looking for the frostbite knee. Got it to go. Looking for the cover. We could have a new world champion. Oba Femi. Kicks out. That's as close to a 3 as you'll get without it being 3. Big palm slap from Frost. Counter from Oba. A counter on Oba. Another palm slap. These two men going chop for chop here. Biggest prize in the industry on the line for the World Heavyweight Championship. They've given it their best shot, blow for blow. Oba has gotten a permafrost driver, has gotten the frostbite knee. Frost has got hit with the fall from grace, and not enough from either man as Frost wins that exchange and following it up with a BME moonsault on Oba. And now sensing the end is near. Getting Oba perched up on that top rope. Top rope super kick! Jesus! Frost going up to the top. Looking for the... oh, wait, no, I thought he was looking for double foot stomp. Getting Frost up, getting Oba up to his feet. Looking for a crossbody. Oba caught him! Oba caught him! Oh, my God, just toss him into that corner. Big kick to the back. Oba getting Frost up to his feet. Fall from grace. One more time. Oba Femi looking to retain. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my God. Frost kicking out at a count of 2.9. The frustration setting in for the ruler. Gets Frost up for the military press slam and just dropping him across the knees. I think Oba is incensed. Frost with a counter. Frost. Frostbite knee strike out of nowhere. He's going for the cover. Wait, Frost passed out from exhaustion. He went for the cover and he passed out from exhaustion. No way! That's Dom's music, Dom! That's the Money in the Bank! Dom is cashing in! Dom!
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Money in the Bank is cashing in.
Dom is cashing in Money in the Bank! It's outsmart! Grabbing a chair and taking it to Oba, taking it to Frost. Chair shot after chair shot, ensuring both men stay down. Taking multiple chair shots to Oba. Dominic Mysterio, the genius, the ultimate manipulator, the ultimate opportunist, taking the opportunity to cash in Money in the Bank. These two men giving it their all here in this matchup. And Dominic Mysterio just swooping in, cashing in. We've got a new world champion. And it's Dominic Mysterio. Both men, Oba, Frost, giving it their all. I mean, fall from grace twice over for Frost kick out. Permafrost driver and a frostbite knee kick out for Oba, but that last knee strike from Frost, he couldn't capitalize as he passed out trying to go for the pinfall. After the deep waters of this match, took the punishment from Oba and wasn't enough to capitalize, but it was enough for Dom to capitalize, cash in his Money in the Bank, and become the new world champion.
Here is your winner, the World Heavyweight Champion, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
The ultimate opportunist. El Sucios de los Sucios. Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Now your new World Heavyweight Champion. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Main event time. This matchup so huge, so big. It main events over the World Championships. Bianca Belair taking on Giulia, Hell in a Cell. Once and for all, this rivalry will be finished.
The following contest is a
this rivalry between the EST and the Beautiful Madness started 1 year ago. 1 year ago to the day. Maybe not to the day. I don't know. I don't know when the day was specifically. But it was very close to 1 year. Bianca Belair inadvertently took out Giulia with a spear, costing her the Women's World Championship against Sophia Everett. Obviously, at the time, Giulia was queen of the ring, much like Io Sky earlier in the night, and was cost the World Championship by Bianca, who wanted a measure of revenge for Sophia Everett, and we know that story. But since then, Giulia has wanted her comeuppance. Obviously falling short at No Mercy, making a return at Clash at the Castle, costing Bianca the ambulance match against Cora. Giulia getting even at the Royal Rumble or Survivor Series, and inevitably falling to Bianca because of the state at the Royal Rumble. And now, returning from hell is Giulia, and they're going back here tonight. Since Giulia has returned at WrestleMania, she has cost Bianca every opportunity known to man. Whether it was costing Bianca the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania, when Thea cashed in after her hellacious match against Sophia, inevitably which won her the Women's World Championship, and then at Money in the Bank, costing Bianca the Women's World Championship, or the Money in the Bank rather, another possible opportunity at the Women's World Championship. Bianca was fed up. Thought she put Giulia behind her, but obviously she feels as if she needs to put Giulia down for good. Even going as far as to jumping sides. Now a SmackDown superstar, and I mean, let me remind you, whoever wins this match, the brand does win more draft picks. As both women, before the bell even rings, go into blows here in the middle of the ring. This match is sponsored to you by Slim Jim, and they're snapping into one another. Sorry, had to get that sponsoring. Anyway, oh my God! Oh, I thought she was going for the Northern Lights bomb already. And Bianca, Giulia, I mean, they've seen the best from one another. I mean, this rivalry, for as long as it's produced some bangers, brother. And I mean, 3 stages of hell was special. But now we got Hell in a Cell. They're going right back. Only this time, only one of them will walk out. And the question is, who will it be? The Beautiful Madness or the EST? Referee Vicky D'Erico. I don't know her last name, but it is Vicky. I know her first name. She's on the call here for this matchup. Big spot for not only these two women, main eventing SummerSlam with Hell in a Cell. Big spot here for this referee. Irish whip off the ropes counter to the floor. And I mean, the cell itself can be used as a weapon. Obviously, in a Hell in a Cell, there are disqualifications. This will not end until either woman, well, I was going to say can't stand, but even then it won't end. It will end until either an opponent submits or somebody is pinned. And we are not held liable for what one does to the other. As Bianca Belair making use of that cell, oh my God, look at Giulia's face just being scraped across that cell as Bianca introducing a table. Big right hand, super kick. Bianca able to move out of the way. Follows up with a big forearm smash to Giulia. Oh, I think looking for a headbutt there from Bianca, but countered from Giulia. Big knee. Into an uppercut to Bianca, who was trying to run away from Giulia. Not getting a lot of offense, or maybe playing possum. But Giulia able to counter. Hitting a big super kick to Bianca. And Giulia just chucking Bianca into those steel steps. I mean, this is what Giulia wants. She wants Bianca all to herself. There will be no estate. Bianca already made that clear. If anyone's going to take out Giulia, if anyone's going to finally put the Beautiful Madness down, it will be the EST. Big super kick there from Giulia, who has been in control for most of this matchup. Another super kick from Giulia. Uppercut to the EST. Giulia's been very much so in control here of this matchup. And Bianca, Irish whip Giulia into the cage. Counter there from Giulia. Big punch to the kidneys. And Bianca, jawbreaker counter, hurling her into the cage again, and Jesus! Giulia crashing right through the cell wall. And now Bianca introducing more weaponry into this matchup. A multitude of chairs. I mean, you have to wonder, I mean, The Miz and Regal, I mean, obviously The Miz very happy about acquiring a superstar such as Bianca's caliber, and she will be still on SmackDown even after the draft. Same with Giulia. Keeping these two women separated from one another is a must. But you have to think they're watching on and wonder, I mean, with the damage that these two are going to do, where the hell is Giulia going? Where is Giulia going? And Bianca is following her up there. What the hell are these two doing? Giulia with a left hand. Another left hand. Another left hand and dropping Bianca down to the floor. Goodness gracious. That brings me back to my point. I mean, you got to wonder, Miz and Regal watching on in this matchup, they're wondering what the hell are they going to have left of their superstars after a match like this. After the fans chant out, please don't die, and I agree. Oh, and Giulia coming down, but Bianca catching her. I think, is Bianca bleeding a little bit? I think Bianca is bleeding. I don't know when that happened. Maybe when Bianca was getting hit with a multitude of kicks, maybe the bottom of Bianca or Giulia's boot scraped across the head of Bianca, splitting her open. As Bianca returns a right hand, and a big spear exploding out of nowhere from the EST. Pinfalls and submissions must happen inside the ring, but I don't think either woman is much concerned with that right now. As Bianca Belair hits a glam slam onto the floor, deadlifting Giulia off the ground and hitting another glam slam onto that padded concrete floor. These two women have fought all over the arena in multitude of matches. Backstage, on the ramp, in the ring, in the concessions. They have fought all over an arena. These two women can't stand one another. How far they have come. They have stalled out each other's careers. All for the sake of the World's Championship. I mean, well, for Bianca, it was revenge. For Giulia, it's the World Championship. But you have to think, I mean, you have to wonder, maybe Giulia could have been World Champion by now if she wasn't so consumed with vengeance on Bianca. As Bianca hit a back suplex and now walking away from Giulia. Where the hell is she going? Oh, she's going back into the ring. Or back into the cage, rather, into the ring. Turning her attention to that table that she brought earlier into the ring. As she's setting it up, maybe. In position to do more damage to Giulia or changing her mind. And setting it up into the corner. And now grabbing a steel chair in hand. Putting that in the middle of the ring. She's just putting... Oh, chair shot! She was setting up for something. And Giulia got right back in the ring and got hit with a steel chair to the Chrome Dome. And now Bianca just shot after shot with that steel chair. And just reveling in it. Both women. Oh, Giulia's busted open, probably from that chair shot to the skull. Both women bleeding, appropriately so for this matchup. I mean, these women, to be honest, powerbomb onto the trash can. Jesus. God damn. Stay down, please. Stay down, please. Just a brutal powerbomb onto that trash can, only getting a count of 2. But I mean, you have to imagine these women have spilled so much blood during this rivalry between the two. And a spear out of the corner from Bianca. Going for a cover 1, 2. Giulia just will not stay down, man. Goodness gracious. I mean, to be honest, before this feud, I didn't know Bianca was capable of any of this. I didn't know if Bianca was capable of any of this. And obviously, Sophia Everett has changed Bianca quite a bit since being taken out, being thrown through that spotlight. But counter from Bianca, counter from Giulia. I think Giulia was going for that glorious driver, maybe the Northern Lights bomb. A counter from Bianca, DDT, narrowly missing that chair. Giulia's very lucky. Bianca up to the top. Big frog splash, missed. And she hit that chair a little bit. And now Giulia on the attack with the steel chair. Grabbing a hold of the... What the hell is in that bag? What the hell is in that bag? No way those are thumbtacks. Thumbtacks in the bag. We've truly seen it all between these two women. Giulia measuring Bianca. Big knee. And just throwing Bianca on top of those tacks. 1, 2. Kick out from the EST. Goodness gracious. Bianca just lying on top of those tacks. As Giulia picks up Bianca. Irish whip into the corner. Counter there from Bianca. No, not into the corner. To the floor. To the floor goes Giulia. And Bianca getting Giulia right back into the ring. And Giulia rolling a little bit over those thumbtacks. She has pants protection. And Bianca, big kick in the gut counter there from Giulia. Big kick in the gut from Giulia. Giulia with the glorious driver. Planting Bianca. Go for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, Bianca able to kick out to the frustration of Giulia, who is just pouring blood down her face right now. As these fans chanting out "fight forever," and that is indeed the problem. They keep fighting forever. They're stalling out each other's careers for the sake of vengeance. And Giulia with a big exploder into that corner. Going for the cover. Her hand is in those tacks, and the referee making a count in the tacks. But Bianca able to kick out of the count of 2. Giulia wondering what the hell it is she has to do to put down the EST. And Bianca, uppercut counter. Bianca Belair getting Giulia up. KOD. Oh my God, her face hit the tacks. Her face hit the tacks. Her face hit the tacks. 1, 2. Giulia kicking out at a count of 2.5, 2.9 maybe. We've seen a lot of frustration tonight amongst the superstars with the referees and their counting speed. And Bianca, frustration. I mean, obvious frustration setting in, just wailing Giulia with those chair shots. But Giulia popping up. Big shotgun drop kick to the face. And her back, I mean, she fell in those tags, but so did Bianca. And now Giulia picking up the chair and now wailing on Bianca. I mean, the chairs have been put to good use here tonight. And another chair shot from Bianca, or from Giulia. And now measuring Bianca, maybe looking for that glorious driver or Northern Lights bomb on the tacks. Nope, Northern Lights bomb. Got it. 1, 2. Kick out from Bianca. Again, another kick out. And Giulia right back on the attack again with a Kamigoye counter from Bianca. And Bianca running away. Running away after the counter. Trying to just get away from Giulia. Because Giulia has hit Bianca with a multitude of high-octane offense back to back to back. Giulia is pissed. On the chase. On Bianca. And Bianca trying to get the hell away from Giulia. So much so, climbing up the cell, swinging a miss from Giulia. Nearly hitting Bianca. Where the hell is Bianca going? Oh, they're going up to the top. As chants of "Please Don't Die" ring out here in Los Angeles, California. Giulia following Bianca all the way to the top. What the hell is Bianca? Bianca Belair spear from the top! They're dead. They're dead. They have to be. They're dead. They have to be. Bianca Belair just speared Giulia from the top of the cell through the announcer's table. They're dead. They are dead. Get the EMTs out here now. They're dead. How the hell is Giulia still moving? How the hell is Bianca still moving? How are they still fighting? Where are they finding this? Uppercut from Bianca to Giulia. Giulia, stiff knee to the midsection. How the hell are they doing this? Where are they finding this hatred? I literally think that's it, just hatred driving them forward. Going shot for shot here in this next to the cell after falling 30 goddamn feet through the announcer's table. Headbutt to the back of the head from Giulia. Where the hell is Bianca going? They're going back up top. Have these two women had enough? They've put each other through enough and they're going back up. Why? Hatred makes you do strange things. Spear from Bianca. Counter from Giulia. Right hand counter from Bianca. Counter from Giulia. Kick in the gut. Giulia looking for the glorious driver. Oh my God. On the top of that cell. These two women. I mean, hatred makes you do crazy things. Northern Lights bomb on the top of the cell. Hatred makes you do some crazy goddamn things. Back body driver. On top of the, I mean, bro. The referee needs to step in. We're not liable. God damn it. Somebody is going to die. I forgot we're not liable. The referee can't step in between them. Oh my goodness. I think Giulia was going for the Kamigoye there. Counter from Bianca. Big boot counter from Giulia. Stiff kick from Bianca, or from Giulia. I don't know what more these two have to go through to keep the other down. Suplex from Giulia. What more does one woman have to do to the other to keep them down? Another back body driver, or backdrop driver, on top of that cage, on top of that cell. And Giulia says this is the end. What the hell is she doing? Tying up Bianca, grabbing a hold of those arms. What the hell? Oh my God! Just driving Bianca's face into the coupling of the cell. What the hell is Giulia doing? What the hell? Oh, counter from Bianca. I think Giulia was looking to put Bianca through the top of the cell or something. I don't know. That ain't getting... Spear from Bianca. That cell can't take anymore. I'll be honest. That looks like it's dipped in a little bit. I'll be honest. Bianca Belair with Giulia up on her shoulders. Kiss of death on top of the cell. And Bianca driving her knee. I mean, pinfalls and submissions do not count on top of the cell. Bianca, Jesus Christ! Bianca driving Giulia to the top of the cell. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Please, stay down. Somebody, stay down. How much more? Your careers are on the line. Going for the KOD. Counter from Giulia. Giulia with a stiff elbow to the back of the neck. Look at the blood in the ring. Look at the amount of blood that these two women have spilled in the middle of this ring. Jesus Christ. Giulia driving Bianca to the table. Bad intentions in mind. Looking for the German. Counter from Bianca. Bianca inverted scoop slam to Giulia. Picking Giulia up. Grabbing a handful of hair. Giulia elbows to the sternum. Look at the blood in the ring. Look at the amount of blood that they're covered in. Jesus Christ. Kicking the gut. Giulia has Bianca up high. Looking for a powerbomb. Wait a minute. What the hell is he doing? Powerbomb through the table. Powerbomb through the table. Giulia driving that boot across the face of Bianca. And Giulia measuring the EST for a Kamigoye. Jesus Christ. How much more? How much more do each woman have to go through? Kicking the gut. Counter from Bianca. Yitzhaguri. Oh, Giulia drove her own body into those tacks, but just running on pure, sheer will and hatred right now. Glorious driver into the tacks. Please be it. 1, 2. Finally. Giulia puts down the EST. What a match. Brutal from both women. Willing to do whatever it took to keep down the other. I don't know how either of them were moving after this on the replay. After this, I don't know how the hell either of them moved. Oh my God, look at Bianca's head. But Giulia walks back through hell with the EST and walks right back out. Finally, closing the curtain on this epic rivalry.
Here is your winner,
These two women have put each other through hell over the past calendar year, but can finally move on after getting, I guess, what both women wished for. Thank goodness it's over. Standing tall, the beautiful madness.